Howdy thinkers, it's me, Quizmaster Jack, on this channel, Thinking Game Trivia, to go into the 40th week, 40 strong. This is 40 of Buzzword. Going to be pop culture and sports as always. Just a reminder, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. What you're going to hear are a series of questions that are going to have clues that go from more obscure to more well-known. I'm going to buzz in and try to guess what they're going for as soon as possible to get as many points as possible. All of these first 10 questions will be in the realm of pop culture. Let's see what they got.
This video game's limited distribution around Portland was detailed on CoinUp by Kurt Kohler, who probably invented the name of its developer, Zinnis Leshin. An urban legend claims madness stemmed from playing for 10.
So Polybius? Polybius, the arcade game that doesn't exist? The video game Urban Legend? You can see in the background of Loki when he's meeting all the other Lokis in Loki. Yeah, with a made up, if a journalist is making up a publisher name, that probably means it's going to be, or a developer name, that probably means it's not actually a real game. Like Polybius, not a real game.
This woman and her brother Chris learned their father was fired from Enron in the episode I'm in a Hurry. On a Hulu show, Naveen Andrews played her partner, Sunny Balwani, who helped her deceive Walgreens. Amanda Seyfried starred on The Dropout as, for 10 points, what disgraced...
Elizabeth Holmes. Yeah. Subject of multiple TV series, including The Dropout on Hulu. Maybe it was on Hulu. I forget. All the streaming services are blending together. But Amanda Seyfried played Elizabeth Holmes in The Dropout.
A woman in this film gets a phone call from her employer asking her to make a hybrid snack called Ramdan.
Oh, it's Parasite. Haven't seen it, but again, that binging with Babish knowledge, where Ramdan is a mixture of two instant noodles, so ramen, and then what's the Don? The Don's like a thicker noodle, spicier sauce. It might just be Korean. Anyway, in Parasite, they also have her put in some Wagyu sirloin to illustrate the wealth disparity between the owners of the house and the family that works for them.
This singer lamented that my friends all drive Porsches in her final single. She sang lead vocals on the album Cheap Thrills, including covers of Summertime and Piece of My Heart, while with Big Brother and the Holding Company. For 10 points, who hit number 1 with her 1971 cover of Me and Bobby McGee.
Oh, that's Dusty Springfield? Janis Joplin. Yep. Those two I always confuse. Yeah, that was a bad. Don't have a lot of Janis Joplin knowledge, but I should have been able to get it off of Me and Bobby McGee. Dusty Springfield is Son of a Preacher Man. Oh, well, a little bit of a punt there. On to the next question.
With time, this word names an anti-science conspiracy theory promulgated on the internet by Gene Ray. This shape provides part of the stage name of the musician and actor who played Doughboy in Boys in the Hood, the successor to the Nintendo 64.
Okay, it's the cube. So I guess cube time is the weird anti-science thing. And then Ice Cube. And then the Game Cube. All cubes.
This man was played by Raymond Massey in a 1940 film based on a Robert Sherwood play depicting his romance with Anne Rutledge.
Oh, Anne Rutledge.
Film based on a Seth Grahame-Smith novel, this man is a vampire hunter.
Oh. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, vampire hunter. Never saw it. Just working off of knowing movie titles.
Crystal catacombs under this city feature in a coup that ousts an incompetent king with a pet bear named Bosco.
What?
This city was besieged for 600 days in the reign of Azulan, whose granddaughter Azula took it over. Dai Li Patrol for 10 points. What Earth Kingdom city in Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Oh. Okay. I don't know any cities in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Boulder. Let's just say Boulder. Ba Sing Se. I've heard there is no war in Ba Sing Se. I've heard that before, but was never going to get that one. Never in the cards for old Quizmaster Jack there. So I just never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. All right, on to superheroes. I kind of thought that last one was going to be a superhero question. Because about halfway through, I was like, this could be like Wakanda, for all I know. But now we're in the comics question.
A DC superhero with this name first discovered there was an Earth 2 and a multiverse. Heroes with this name fight the rogues like Captain Cold.
Yeah, it was Flash. Yeah, I probably should have. Discovering that there was an Earth 2. Because Flash can tap into the Speed Force and go to other dimensions in a series like Flashpoint. Yeah, that whole series was called Flashpoint because Flash was the one going to alternate dimensions.
This rapper describes the killer that sped up my demise while appearing as a deepfake of Nipsey Hussle in the video for The Heart Part 5. This rapper's songs United in Grief and N95 open...
I think that's Kendrick Lamar. Okay. Ooh. Because he had a video, a music video, where it was basically the song that they just mentioned. I don't know. I don't even remember the title of it. But it was him. It was basically just him on a gray background. And as he raps, his face got deep faked into a bunch of famous rappers who I think were all killed. So it was all rappers who were not killed, but had passed away. All right, multiple word answer now, or an acronym. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again? Let's find out.
An ad campaign for this type of product featured a yellow Labrador puppy voiced by Zach Braff. Another brand of this product has ads that feature a family of colorful bears with lint on their back.
Toilet paper? Taking TP there? All right. That was a good question. I like that. We're going to tell you about all these ad campaigns for toilet paper that involve animals who notably do not use toilet paper. Good questions that round. I don't think 116 will improve my score. However, the way those questions lined up, I don't think I was going to improve my score on that one because I was a total loss on Ba Sing Se. Although I know there is no war in Ba Sing Se. Let's move on over to the realm of sports. I have no good lead-in. I'm working on something here with like The Sporting Life, which is a song by the Decemberists. As the Decemberists would say, how I love the sporting life.
This man's jersey was ripped off of him by fans after a play immortalized by announcer Johnny Most. He tipped the ball to teammate Sam Jones after intercepting Hal Greer's inbounds pass in a playoff win over the 76ers in 1965. For 10 points, what Celtics guard who stole the ball was nicknamed Hondo?
Yeah. This just came up on the Pop Solos Friendly. Havlicek stole the ball. I was primed for that too. I just heard that. I had that question in a Pop Solos Friendly and it just didn't register. Sports starting out strong in week 40 hit me with old basketball and years. So this is probably an Olympics question.
This World Series was the second and most recent to have multiple MVPs.
Multiple
In both
MVPs.
Games 4 and 5 of this World Series, the Yankees hit a game-tying homer off of closer Byung-Hyun Kim.
Is that 02? Is that 1? God. It was the Yankees Diamondback series. I forgot because it was right after 9/11. I forgot if it was the one. It was the one directly before 9/11. No. It was directly after 9/11 because they delayed it, and then Jeter was in. Yeah, I overthought that. I always forget if that series was the very, very close to 9/11 or the year after 9/11. That was a excellent series. And I can tell you everything about, like, a bunch of stuff about this World Series except for what exact year it took place in. Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling were the two co-MVPs. Years, my weakness. Let's say football for this one.
At the 2023 ESPYs, this team's training staff won the Pat Tillman.
Yep, I was right. Yeah, so that was the Buffalo Bills because of Damar Hamlin's incident where he got hit at the exact time his heart was not beating or was beating, so he suffered a cardiac arrest on the field, and the Bills training staff went out there and saved his life because of their skill and training. Yeah, scare moment for all the football, and it's nice. I think Damar Hamlin's getting out there and he's playing again, which is a good sign, an uplifting sign. Wish him all the best, and congratulate the Buffalo Bills training staff on their SP.
Until 2025, this team's powertrains company will receive engines from Honda.
Now it's racing.
This team, which won championships from 2010 to 2013 with Sebastian Vettel, won the first...
I'm just gonna go for it. I was right. I wasn't gonna be able to name any other team, because, like, if it was all the other teams, I think are actually car manufacturer based, so there's no reason why, like, Mercedes would get their engines from Honda. So really, Red Bull Racing was the only option there. And I got an F1 question. I'll never speak of that again.
In 2022, this club crashed out of the Champions League by allowing 3 goals in 17 minutes to Real Madrid. This club lost a UCL final in which the only goal was scored by Kingsley Coman of Bayern Munich. Neymar and Kylian Mbappe...
PSG then? Just all these famous things that happened to PSG. No idea. But Neymar and Mbappe playing for them. Then I'll get you a PSG.
In this sport, Olympic golds as a coach and a player were won by Karch Kirai. In 2008, kinesiology tape became popular after its use by a dominant player in this sport named Kerry Walsh, who's...
No, but beach volleyball. I'm surprised there wasn't a pre-prompt on that one to make sure you put beach in. But yeah, I suppose the KT tape would be most prominent on beach volleyball players. All right, I'm going to guess we're back on basketball for this one.
In the 2020 MLB regular season, this was the only team to win a series against the LA Dodgers. In 2009, this team drafted a third baseman who has won the 6 most recent National League Platinum Glove Awards. The Cardinals acquired Nolan Arenado for 10.
The Rockies. So that was all essentially a question about the... no, that first thing wasn't specifically about Nolan Arenado. The last 2/3 of that question were certainly about Nolan Arenado. This is probably basketball. basketball school. I'm not going to get any basketball questions right this week.
In 1999, 2 receivers at this school
at least it's
were
football.
arrested for getting a huge discount on clothing at Dillard's. Freshman Anquan Bolden converted from QB to wideout before this team's undefeated 1999 season. Lavernius Coles and Peter Warwick played on for 10 points. What team coached by Bobby Bowden?
Where's Bobby Bowden playing? Was that FSU? It was FSU. There's another basketball one somewhere in these next 2.
From 2017 to 2019, this number was the jersey number of Jose Calderon. Calderon was a Raptors backup in a 2006 game in which this number of points was scored on 28 for 46 shooting by a Laker. The second most...
81? Yeah, that was 81. That was that was Kobe's 81 game, famous night, where Kobe basically took all of the shots for the Lakers and scored 81 points. I think they sell... No, that was for his last game. Somebody begged air at Staples Center from Kobe's last game and was trying to sell it online. All right, last question.
This forward's defensive prowess has won him a record 5 Selke trophies.
Okay, so
this
we're on
man, who scored
hockey.
a title-winning goal against Roberto Luongo, has his full surname, which includes Cleary, on the Stanley Cup's entry for 2011. For 10 points, what Boston Bruins captain is sometimes called St. Patrice?
Oh, I'm going to kick myself when I hear it. Oh, it was Patrice Bergeron. That snuck into my head for a half second, and then I immediately threw it away. I don't know why. Yeah, Patrice Bergeron. Oh, well. Threw away 10 points on that last one. But had a strong buzz. We got one for the highlight reel off of sports. That'll be fun. Could be the rarest of rare. A sports best buzz. We'll find out. I mean, I'll find out. You already know. I either put the best buzz graphic up or not in editing from editor Jack. So he knows. Current Jack doesn't know. And you know that this is the best channel on YouTube for watching me, Quizmaster Jack, play through Buzzword. Getting towards the end of the year. I've had a good time. Hope you have a good time. If you had a good time, like the channel or like this video, subscribe to the channel, watch other videos. It's all up to you. And if you think Buzzword's a pretty cool game, I agree with you. And you can play it at naqt.com/Buzzword. That's going to be it for me, Quizmaster Jack. Thank you, as always. And we'll see you next time.